Hey guys, what's going on? It is Savage Universe here, and today we're going to be talking about the Zoom's origins and my possible idea of how he got his speed. Now, I do think that we are going to be getting some flashbacks onto who and what happened to Zoom, but right now we have no idea what's happening. So I'm going to be giving off three possibilities of how Zoom actually got his powers and why he turned evil. And the first one is velocity speed formula. The velocity speed formula. The thing that, Jay used to save Harrison Wells. Now, we saw Jay's really bad reaction to the Velocity 6 at first. We saw him get scared. What are you doing? Why are you making that? So we know there was a bad experience in the past, which means Zoom might have been that bad experience. Maybe sometime during the particle accelerator, one of the staffs, possibly Barry Allen, injected himself with a velocity 4 or 3 or something like that. And, since Harrison Wells created it, like Harrison Wells said, he created Zoom. So he technically created Zoom by creating the velocity 1, 2, 3, or 4, or whatever it was. And Zoom injected himself with velocity 4 or 3 or whatever it was, turning him into a bad person, turning him into Zoom. And, maybe somehow there was a costume out there. He probably thought he was going to be like the Flash or something. So when he was wearing that costume, he injected himself and then it turned them all evil. Kind of like the Venom symbiote, how it turned Spider-Man evil in a way. He kind of was more darker and kind of, I guess you could say, like the Black Flash. If you get touched by the Black Flash, you die. But if you embody the Black Flash, you become the Black Flash and become evil. The other one can be Barry Allen's origin, but with a different character, or maybe Barry Allen from Earth 2. So I'm talking about the Flash from Season 1, Barry Allen, his origin, but in Earth 2 with an evil person. He's just doing all this stuff, and then boom, lightning comes down and hits him with chemicals, and then he becomes Zoom. He becomes bad. Maybe he's in coma, maybe he isn't, who knows. That's basically the short and simple answer of that. Or maybe, now this one is very interesting, maybe it's a combination of the velocity formula, the velocity speed formula, and Barry Allen's origin. Let's say maybe, Zoom was working on the velocity formula while, sometime around Jay Garrick's time, when Jay Garrick got his powers, Zoom got his powers. So let's basically say Zoom was working on the Velocity 6, and then the particle accelerator went off, and then it kind of hit the Velocity 6, and then just encased Zoom with that type of formula, the speed formula. Maybe that's what happened, and I would put money on that. It's a mixture between Barry Allen's origin and a velocity speed formula, which I would actually love, and I think that would be an interesting twist, and that's why everybody is so worried about the velocity speed formula that Harrison Wells has cooked up. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys agree with my theories about how Zoom got his powers, how he became who he became, his origin story? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.